Band, Shaz, Kervin and Kalonji, Youth in Arts Masqueraders, and DJ Romanus. This event is hosted by Andre Paul. Tickets are $120. Get them at the Cell Outlets Island-wide, Mambo's Bar in Soufriere, or online at fourcircles.com. Admission is more at the door. For more information, call 731-3028. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Project Chocolat St. Lucia for event updates. Jazz au Chocolat, where rhythm meets luxury.
Good morning, everybody. We're back on Facebook and, of course, YouTube. You guys would not know if I was smiling earlier or not. I was, yes, because I absolutely loved my company. But let me tell you all why I'm smiling so much right now. And I think, you know, women have a way of getting men to do things. I went in and I was like, Nigel, can you come and help me? I need you to sit in and boom, bam, you know, just harass him a little bit. Eventually he came. That's what I do to him. But I knew exactly why I wanted to be here in this seat right now. It's because I have the opportunity, guys, to sit next to a legend. His name is Mr. Jab du Plessis, and Mr. du Plessis, thank you so much for coming through. I know I will not show it on my face how excited I am, but I really am excited to finally meet you and to finally get the opportunity to interview you. I'm going to tell my children, y'all don't know I interview Mr. Jab du Plessis. Do you know about me? Do you know I'm famous? I grew up hearing your name at home. My mom would always talk about Jab du Plessis, Jab du Plessis. And I'm like, who's this Jab du Plessis? And now I'm a grown up and look at me. Look at me. Do you understand where life takes you? Do you understand where life takes you? With a little help from Nigel, we put him in the corner over there. Guys, we are talking all that jazz. Listen to me, the bag. I'm going to be bored here. This, I don't even know if to say weekend. I'm so confused. I'm here thinking that today is Monday. I thought the weekend just passed. But no, Mr. du Plessis. Thursday. Tonight. Today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. Let me get this right. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Friday.
It's tomorrow.
Nigel, please remind me of the days.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you're going to be over at one of my favorite restaurants, Bamboo's. Well, let me not dare say restaurant. My favorite establishments, Bamboo's. So, guys, can you imagine the experience of Bamboo's, and then you get to experience Mr. Jab du Plessis live in action, doing what he does best?
Well, I've been there for a while, almost every Friday.
Yeah.
And as jazz comes around, I realize it's getting big.
It's getting bigger. It's already big. From the time they put you on the cast, it's already big.
Jab du Plessis is on for jazz this year, and his final performance at Bamboo's before he hit the main stage. So I'm looking forward to this tomorrow evening for the performance tomorrow, to see what kind of crowd I'm going to have and what the difference is going to be having a nice crowd with me tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening to do your thing. Guys, over at Bamboo's. When I go over to Bamboo's to experience Jab du Plessis live, what am I supposed to expect? Tell me what to expect. Tell me how to dress. Tell me, just talk to me. Colayshan, this is what you must do when you come to any establishment that I'm going to be performing at.
Well, the most I can speak about really is the music that is I'm going to bring to you. I have a very wide variety of music, including some of my own originals and everything. But the music I perform, I think this is what is drawing all the people to me. The sound I produce out there, bringing the music to the people, the fun they do have with me. And I enjoy when I see a nice crowd.
Yeah.
And really brings out the best in me when I do see a nice crowd.
Nice. What does jazz mean to you?
Well, jazz. I grew up knowing nothing about jazz because I grew up age 16, joined the Royal St. Lucia Police Band, and then was into this more classical form of music at that time and the marches. But then I came across Lufa Foswa. I was introduced to Lufa
Right.
Foswa, and that is where I first started hearing really jazz songs. You know, so I started going to Lufa's house, and he gave me albums to go home with. That time it was the big,
Yeah.
you know, big pleated thing you put on thing, and you put your little thing on, and then you play your music. And that's where I started really listening to jazz. But to me it was noise. I couldn't understand it until I started listening to people like Grover Washington. Then you started hearing the contemporary aspect of it and so on. So I started more or less like learning some of Grover Washington songs and began playing it with a band that we had at the time, but it was the name Reasons. Yeah.
I know Reason. I don't. You were part of Reasons?
Yeah, I was the founder member of one of the founder members of Reasons.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
that's where we started off trying to play some of those songs. I'm bringing it to them and we're trying it out and so on. But every now and then I run back to Lufa and ask questions to get some help as to the way forward. So this is where I got into it, and then I just wanted some more. So you find I started a correspondence course with Berklee College of Music in Boston and started doing that. But still I find it was moving too slow. I wrote in for acceptance, and then I ended up going to Berklee in 1983 and spending a good
I was one. I was one.
spending a summer program with them and really getting into it. So all this time I'm developing and, you know, understanding of jazz. Like I would tell everybody, I don't consider myself a jazz musician. I play jazz because the real understanding of jazz takes a lot. And the people I respect for that jazz music on the island is people like Luther Faswa, Emerson Nurse, Ricardo Faswa, Alison Mackey. I mean, these are the people that really understand jazz and can explain it to anyone. You know, and I'm still learning, especially from Alison Mackey, because Luther is no longer around. You know, but Alison Mackey is the one that I depend on if I have a question, you know, to ask about. I don't understand something, and he helps me along with it. You know, but the jazz, it's very dear to my heart. And then the aspect of music which I really love is the Caribbean jazz aspect. And this was taught to us again by Luther first, where I used to hold workshops, and we used to attend and then show us how to take the American standards and put it into a Caribbean rhythm. And so we grew up with that, and out of these workshops, a lot of songs were written through these workshops, you know, and that's how it
So tomorrow night we're going to be getting a lot of that Caribbean jazz flavor.
Caribbean jazz.
That's
well,
it.
Mixed
So-
with a lot of, I mean, name it, the Stevie Wonders, just a whole variety.
That's something I would love to, especially at my age, to be able to go to with my mom. You know, to actually sit there with your mom. This is her time. This is what she loved, and now this is your time, and you actually understand this. Yeah, as a kid, you don't understand. You're like, mommy always bringing me to these places and whatever. But now you get to take mom, or you get to take dad, or your guardian, or whoever, and you're just like, we both understand this now. We thank people like you. We welcome people like you, because you've taught us a lot along the way. I didn't even know that you were part of it. So you were there when they sing La Jamra?
No, I was on my own.
Oh, you were on your own then. Okay.
That's why I put my own band together, which was Third Eye.
Do I know Third Eye? Nigel, do I know Third Eye? I do? Nigel, Nigel knows what I know. Nigel knows things that I forget.
That's where I put it. Third Eye. After I left, I was part of the last True Tones.
I know True Tones.
The last one, because we had the first True Tones, and then we broke up, and then there was a second one which I was a part of.
Oh, you're going to make me go in my archives.
And after that one, then I decided to start off my own band, And I mean, it's hard to say we used to practice because I always remember Barbara Jacobs because that's where we started to practice in the sitting room.
Wow.
And she became our manager, you know, and started going around and trying to get us a little work and so on like that. But that's where we started off. The name Third Eye. The Third Eye came from a book. I used to read a lot of Lobsam Rampa, kind of spiritual saying, started books, and there was a book named Third Eye. And that's where I got the name from. So this is, all along, this is what we've been doing, but my band was strictly into jazz and still into the Caribbean aspect of it until we incorporated as we had a singer with us in the name of Darryl Williams. I don't know if you remember.
No, that name it doesn't ring a bell. Nigel, why are you laughing? Because you know. Okay.
That's why
Nigel knows everything.
That's why the band was on the scene for a while with a singer, and after that, that was it. We got a trip overseas, and that broke up the band. You know, and then everybody went their separate ways. And that was it.
And here we are in 2024 experiencing Mr. Jab du Plessis live at Bamboos, which are going to beg my dear cousin, please, people remind him that I want to go to Bamboos on Friday. Please. I want to go to Bamboos on Friday because this...
You got an invite from the owner, like...
I know.
How much more invitation do you need?
Ulrich don't even have to invite me. I just go in. But it's a different experience to go with someone who could say to me, like I said, me going with my mom, we understand the music, but I need someone to say to me, Colayshan, you know, back in the day, this was this and that was that. And Colayshan, Nigel would speak to me in music terms, and then I understand this, and then I understand that. And be like, oh, you remember the name he called? That's her, or that's him, you know, like that. That's why I want to go with him. I want to go
Let me
with
tell you
him.
something. It's like the whole feel of Bamboos and music accompanied with Jab du Plessis. You pair that with the food,
Yeah.
the atmosphere.
It's just everything. That's why I
Yeah.
asked, how am I to dress? How am I to act? I want to go over there and act bougie. Yo, don't talk to me when you're singing.
Now people get inspiration at that place with them because everything is just right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The staff.
Yeah.
Well,
Everything.
The staff is, I mean, it's...
You know, when you're in the movies, you watch like the women get dressed and they go to the jazz clubs and whatever, and it's just such an experience. And we have our own here in St. Lucia, and I hope we remember that we have our own. We don't always have to go in the Bangarang. We could actually go and experience authentic
Put all your
music,
five senses to use. 'Cause
Yes.
When you step inside of there, you smell.
You the smell,
the taste, everything in one.
everything.
The music.
And then
I
your
mean,
sixth sense kicks in.
And when I go there, I must see a nice woman, so you must see.
Oh my God.
The music always...
Can you talk to this
everything
boy
is there.
about women? He wants to go to your show to see women.
Why not?
Hair jobs.
Women come.
When women go, men follow, you know?
That's right. All right, guys, so this coming Friday, of course, we are over at Bamboos. Let me make sure that I have the time correct for you guys. We are at Bamboos from 7 p.m. From 7 p.m. That's good time. That's enough time for me to come from work
it's
and
not
get
only
ready.
on the Friday nights, because you know, like tonight, there's
Tonight,
also going to be,
yeah.
because it's called All That Jazz
All That
series.
Jazz.
So tonight,
Yeah, I
you're
think
going to get
tonight,
entertainment.
Rupert
Rupert
Lay,
Trio.
yeah.
The Rupert
Yeah.
Lay Trio on tonight. And of course, Saturday is Caribbean night, so the Impacts
with
Band.
Impacts
So
Band.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you
Yeah.
have somewhere to go.
Yeah. It's a different type of lime. It's this the bougie lime. This is where you take your pictures and act like, yo, Monday morning don't talk to me. I'm a different person.
It may be.
It's not at the
It's
bougie price
bougie.
though.
It's bougie optics,
Not the price.
but
It's not
affordable.
the price. Not the price. That's where I
thing.
big up Bamboos all the
Yeah.
time, because the price is the same price that you can pay anywhere else in Rodney Bay, or furthermore anywhere else in the north of the island. And I do believe that certain things are a little cheaper. I do believe so, because I paid for stuff and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, you have good pricing, you have amazing entertainment.
Yeah.
The atmosphere
Live,
is
not
just
just amazing entertainment, live entertainment.
Live
And listen to the
entertainment.
names you get today. Jab is on
Where's
the
my
main
girl?
stage for jazz.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to
Alright.
ask him about that. Didn't we see
So
Luther
you're gonna get a
last
sneak
year?
peek. You're gonna get a sneak peek.
Luther was yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, are you on main stage this year? Nigel just answered.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm on message this year. I mean,
Finally again.
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
It's been a
while.
while.
Since I've been there, I would say like 15 years.
Yeah.
But I got in there this time around, and I'm looking forward to it.
To see how the festival has grown and to see that at this point in growth and growing, we decide we need Jab again at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, and it's just put a band together. You know, we're just working hard at it because all these years I've been playing like solo.
You say it like
Jab,
it's
I have a
nothing,
question
eh?
though. On the whole jazz circuit outside of St. Lucia, where is your favorite place to perform outside of St. Lucia?
Where is
Your favorite place to perform? Island, country,
outside St. Lucia?
Mm-hmm.
outside of St. Lucia?
Well, to tell you, I've not had many opportunities.
Outside of St. Lucia?
Outside of St. Lucia.
So hopefully main
Because
stage
the
and
fact-
a
the
bamboos
fact remains
opens
is
doors
the
for
fact
you.
that I've been not given the opportunity to perform all these years on main stage.
Yeah.
Well, not main stage, but in a venue or part of St. Lucia Jazz Festival.
Mm-hmm.
You would find it's people have not heard me.
Yeah.
When I did the ramp in 2019, when the interviewers sat me asking me, they asked me, where were you? Where were you?
Right.
When they heard the music I brought forth there and the energy and everything, that where were you?
Do you
all,
think
all
that-
I could say it's, I wasn't selected
Okay.
I-
to perform.
Do you
know?
think that it's probably that jazz itself is not pushed as much as, for example, the other genres of
You
music?
see, what we have said in the past, and we had sat down even during BET time, we're saying if you come here, put a jazz festival together, don't tell me among all the locals that perform, there's not one that you can take with you to the next festival. We put that case forward many times. But you find after our jazz festival, because of the majority of people who get the opportunity to perform for jazz, who are not jazz musicians and not jazz oriented at all, they're the ones getting the opportunity to go on stage and perform. Most of it, Carnival is around the corner. We've done with jazz. The same people that did all was booked for jazz are the ones now going back to Carnival.
Yeah.
So how do we
Now
fix this?
you find the jazz musicians
They
did
take a back
not
seat
get
at
the
this
opportunity
point.
for
Yeah.
jazz, but they cannot be a part of Carnival. So you find we got that big lull in between where we do nothing, we have nothing.
So how can we
You know?
fix it? How can we if you were brought into the meeting with the stakeholders and the movers and shakers, what advice would you give them, or what direction would you put them to fix this?
First thing you look for, the core, where the jazz is coming from. The people who keep jazz alive year round. It used to be Lufa, Emerson Ness, Ricardo
Purists,
Fasua.
yeah.
These are people that keep jazz year round. Even the bassman called Albert Eugene, they're the ones who keep jazz year round. And when jazz come along, they don't get the opportunity. Lufa came in and he was able to play last year. But it wasn't not even under HLHTA, it was from CDF. Yeah, and he put on this sort of performance there for 42-piece band, with his own arrangements and everything. And that's when they realize, boy, we have that sort of level. Look, Alison Mackey now have the opportunity on the ramp on Tuesday on the 7th, put a 14-piece band up with 6 horns and 4 pan players and rhythm section. And they're going to hear some of his works. But these people were not given the opportunity through the years to able to venture in that sort of area. So now we're hoping that after, say, Alison performance, my performance, we go out there and do what we have to do. Somebody might see it, not might, will see it and decide, boy, we need to take that somewhere else.
How do you think, because I come to the defense of, for example, the artists that you say you're going to be seeing on main stage jazz, and then we see them for Carnival again, but then we're not going to be able to see you guys again. Let me come to their defense and say I don't think it is so much, because even they have their complaints of not being pushed no huge establishment is pushing them, no governmental sector is pushing them so much. They're pushing themselves. So I would come to their defense when it comes to that. Secondly, we look at what our culture requires. I'm not saying that jazz is not part of our culture, because obviously it is when we have a Caribbean component. It obviously is. But when we look at our culture and see what our people like and what brings our people together, I'm not saying jazz doesn't, but then we include our soca artists and Denry segment artists, because that's what brings our people together. So I just come into their defense a little bit. It ain't their fault. So maybe, just like, for example, Boo. I don't think there was any government sector or any certain set of people who pushed him to get to where he is right now. I think you guys have to find these agencies, these companies, these people out there who are going to help you excel a little more. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what
correctly?
you're saying. I mean, when you've gone to a certain level, and people will tell you you don't push yourself, when you know you've gone that far already, and you just need that little one more step, and you get nobody, don't care where you go to, who you go to, you're not getting to move to that next level to say somebody will take you to move you onwards. But that's only as far as you can go on your own.
On your own.
Somebody else have to take it from there and bring it forward for you. If nobody believes in you enough to take it take you to the next.
You know
I believe jazz needs a home in St. Lucia. Like,
yes.
You could,
maybe we need a jazz club or something.
If we have a solid base for jazz music in St. Lucia,
Bamboos.
it needs
have gone
a
to
home. Like every week, I want to hear jazz. I could go to this
You
place.
should have
What I think
gone
it
to
is-
this place. I'm busy.
I was there. I was there
Last night was full house.
Yeah.
Last night.
I love that place, by the way.
I've been there though. Not for any of the performances.
Last night
but
was a full house there last night. And we had the same rhythm section. If I'm missing this, Albert, Ricky, and Princess Ella.
The family,
Yeah.
That's Excel's family.
That's
Etsu's dad
Yeah.
and sister.
She's been here.
She was the one, up front singer, and he had the saxophonist Eric Petier. He's going to be performing on the square on Wednesday. The French guy was among them, sat in and everything like that. But it was a full house, and a lot of people telling you, boy, this is the place that replaced Jam Dubois right now.
Yeah.
For live jazz, and it's kicking up.
Yeah.
Right. He also have rehearsal. That's why I rehearse for my jazz thing. On the other
Right.
side, I have places for you to go and sit in and rehearse. This Valmore
Yeah.
Pong did what he did there. He really trying to assist
It's a
us.
nice place. It's a very
Yeah,
nice
it's
place.
Trying to
Very nice.
assist
There's
us in
food
that
there
way.
and everything. Yeah.
So if you want to hear jives for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there is live jives.
And now, apart from there, Bamboos, we have to appreciate what Bamboos is doing.
Yeah, that's what I just said,
In
Bamboos.
Ronnie Bay, when you go to Ronnie Bay, if you're looking for quality live music,
Yeah.
I mean, pick up the DJs and whatnot, but there's a lack of, I'm not talking about hotels, there's a lack of live music in St. Lucia, especially when you go to Ronnie Bay, and with what they're doing with at Bamboos with all that jazz. You have Rupert Lay Trio on the Thursday night, Jab Duplessis on the Friday night, and of course Impacts on a Saturday. You know, St. Lucia, we have to appreciate it, and you get admission for free.
Yeah.
Buy some food, enjoy the music,
Enjoy yourself.
have a cocktail or two.
You gotta eat
and
anyway,
you're good.
and you are Lucian, you're going to drink.
Yeah.
Now
Guess what I think?
that's
Not
the
to
other
cut you short. Where you said, same people we see on main stage jazz, we're going to see for Carnival. And then for after Carnival, they're still going to come out with, for example, their Christmas albums and so on. St. Lucia has created a place for those artists even after Carnival. But after the Jazz and Arts Festival, we've not created a place for jazz. So it's like we see these artists only, and maybe that's one of the problems. The fact that nothing is put in place for us to see. So I'm just going to see Jab Duplessis on main stage for jazz, and I don't know who Jab is because he wasn't. We don't see him nowhere before, and we're not going to see him nowhere after.
That's true.
So maybe that's what we should work on.
That's what I'm saying. Again, that's what I'm saying. Appreciation for people who make live music at home.
Right.
So we gotta stop saying I can't get live music anywhere.
Yeah,
if you wanna
we could get live music.
So now you can say if I want to get live entertainment, I could go to Bamboo's.
Right.
It's there, and especially for the jazz season.
All
Thursday,
that
Friday,
jazz. There are 3
Saturday. So
days.
I want everybody to remember, if you want to get that experience, man, and pair it with the good food, with the good cocktails,
Ambiance.
the answer is there. Bamboo's, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, on Thursday, I'm also at Fridays in Grizzly. It's live jazz again.
So it's there.
Yeah.
So-
Just have to
That is
listen.
a nice little spot.
Just listen for it, and of course, keep it locked to Real FM. We will be updating you as to what's happening.
We know things.
Around St. Lucia,
We
and
know
of course,
things.
hopefully we could do some giveaways for Bamboos because I know people have a little
Yeah, we want something. We want something.
Yeah, man. But the main thing is that it's free. So if you're listening and you want to go somewhere during the whole jazz season, because some people may not be able to afford to see Jab at main stage, but
Right.
you get Jab for free at Bamboo's.
Right,
You understand?
right.
So here is the opportunity for you, St. Lucia. Do not miss out on it. Tomorrow he's gonna be live from what time again?
7.
7 p.m. So
7.
bring your
7
friends,
to
bring a
9.
whole posse with you, man. Come enjoy, because you don't want the whole jazz season to go away and you
ain't go back
Cause
to
you
this
know I
one.
experienced nothing jazz this year, guys.
And then in the next 10 years, you're like Colayshan and say, I never got to see Jab.
Nothing.
Yeah. So don't feel left out. It's free admission, good food, live entertainment.
And I come
Jab
in.
the place at
And Nigel
Bamboos.
come
And let's give the directions because some people may not know where the place is. It's on the Ronnie Bay Strip.
There's the hotel on, what's the name of the hotel?
Is
It was formerly known as Fire Grill.
Oh yeah, that's formerly known as Fire Girl.
Fire Grill, opposite Royal St. Lucia.
Royal St. Lucia.
Opposite Royal
Hotel.
St. Lucia.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's
But
easy
you
to
cannot
find.
miss it. Once you head on that strip, Bamboo's right there. You cannot miss it. It's the first.
There's a big poster outside.
You're
it.
going
exactly.
to see it.
Huge
You're going to
photo
see
on
it.
it,
And
and
trust me, the staff always by the road ready to welcome you. They're right there. They're right there.
Yeah, man.
All you can see Ulrich right there waiting for you.
Yeah, man. So yes, the place to be. Of course, the nights kick off. All that jazz kicks off tonight with Rupert Lay Trio, and of course tomorrow with Jab Duplessis and Caribbean Nights on Saturdays with the Impacts Band.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you
Good.
guys so much, Jab. Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
thanks,
I have
sir.
to take my picture. Let me send for
Thanks
my
for
mother
being
and tell
there.
her boo.
Yeah, man.
right.
Are you telling a boo you're telling a job?
Don't worry, she'll not mean like boo. Look at me.
Let me get a quick joke, boy. We have a close friend in common, Gilly of Link Studio. He always sings Jab the Place's praises. If there's one
that's my
person
buddy.
that
Yeah.
always bigs up Jab is Gilbert Cook from Link Studio. And did you ever play in St. Vincent and the Grenadines before?
Oh, I was there for over 10 years.
For 10 years. Now you
And then
see,
when you
I
finish, you
gave him
say
a
you
play.
ain't go nowhere.
Exactly. I posed a question to
I was
him.
stuck to a hotel.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I was waiting for that answer.
And that same hotel sent us to China, Dubai.
What the hell?
But you can.
You just finished telling people
Jab,
you
you
don't
know
know.
something.
Not for jazz, not playing jazz.
Okay.
Oh,
Not
okay.
we're talking about jazz, but
Okay, not for
Okay,
jazz.
okay,
Okay.
just a hotel,
So you've been to Dubai. Look
residency.
at me. Look at me. Residency on top of that.
The only thing you were China, you said?
Yeah.
The only thing China ever had was electronics and food. I've never
And if
been
you
on that
eat it in
side.
St. Lucia, it's a real Chinese food anyway.
But yeah, man, Jab,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much for
Nice
speaking
one.
to us
Nice-
this morning.
nice to be here.
Yeah, man, looking forward to that performance tomorrow at Bamboos, and of course, congratulations
looking forward to it.
returning on main stage
Thank you.
jazz.
Thank you very much,
Congratulations.
you know.
Guys, up next, this is your Flow segment. Fresh Flows brought to you by Flow. I do have new music, so keep it locked, Nigel. Thank you for your time so much. Thank
No
you.
problem.
At the job.